Welcome learners. In today's video we will learn about research skills and research tools. In this video I am about to share some important research skills that every researcher, every research student should know, and I will also share important research tools which every researcher and every student should know. So without wasting any time, let's start this informative video. Welcome to Murad and Academy, the place where people come to learn. If you haven't subscribed my channel, then please subscribe it and press the bell button to get notification of my new videos. So as I was telling you, in this video I am about to share some important research tools and research skills. First I will share research tools with you, and then I will share research skills. So let's start. First research tool which I will share with you is Turnitin. Turnitin is basically used for checking plagiarism from your material, from your research paper, from your thesis, from your research proposal. So it's highly recommended to use Turnitin. Mostly universities and in educational institutions, Turnitin is used. They have license to use and they check your plagiarism. So you can also buy it yourself from any authentic person or authentic institute to check your plagiarism. Next tool we have is Grammarly. This tool is basically used to check grammatical mistakes in your research report, thesis or research proposal. So you can also buy it from an authentic person. Next tool I can say it's a website. Its name is Web of Science. It's free. You can log into with your Google Gmail ID, and the purpose of Web of Science is that it provides you details about impact factor journals, or in simple words, you can find impact factor journals from this website. Go simple, search your area. For example, if you are a finance student, then search finance and it will provide you the details of the impact factor journals and non-impact factor journals, and it's very useful website for searchers. Go and check it. Next we have is ResearchGate and Research Scholar. It's another tool, another website. These both websites provide you free research papers and paid research papers. So if you don't know how to search papers, if you are looking to search papers, to download papers, then these two websites are highly recommended for you. Next we have data analysis softwares, or I should say statistical softwares like SPSS, eViews, Amos, SATA, and so on. There are so many. So you have to learn these softwares, how to use these softwares. You can find tons of videos on YouTube, on Google. You can find tons of manuals. So manuals from where you can learn these and how to use these. So they are highly recommended. Without them you cannot conduct your research. Next we have is softwares for your reference management, such as EndNote, Mendeley. There are so many. You can learn any one of them and use them for your reference and citations management. Next we have is MS Word. MS Word very important. You should know how to use while you're preparing your reports, your research papers. It's highly recommended. Next we have the last tool we have is PDF reader. PDF reader is very important if you want to download and read your research paper in your PC, in your laptop. So you should have PDF reader to read research papers. Next we will discuss about research skills which are important for research. The first research skill which I will share with you is topic selection. Yes, many students, many scholars don't know how to select a research topic. Once you go to your MS level or MS class, in first class you are asked to bring topics and you don't know how to select a topic. So I will tell you how you can learn this skill, how you can select a good research topic. The first important element is that you should know your area of interest. What is your area of interest in your particular field? For example, if you are a finance student, then your area of interest must be in finance. It cannot be like that. If you are a finance student but your interest is in marketing subject, no, that's invalid, that's wrong. Your interest should be in finance and in finance field. Next we have read latest research papers. Yes, very important. Read at least research papers of last 3 to 4 years to find a latest and unique topic. Then next is impact factor journals. try to read papers from impact factor journals. From here you can find quality research papers, new topics, new research ideas. You will also learn you can also find out from impact factor journals the latest trend on your field, on your area of interest, on your subject. Next we have skill number 2 is research paper reading. Most people don't know how to read a research paper. When they open research paper, they found it so boring, so lengthy, and they failed up to read it, and eventually they close that file and walk away. So how to read a research paper? Number 1, read the title of that paper. If that title is according to your requirement, your demand, interesting to you, then you have to follow the next step. Read abstract of that paper. Abstract of the paper, why I'm saying, because abstract tells you the summary of that paper. It tells the purpose of the paper, tells the finding of the paper. So if you read one abstract of that paper or any single abstract of a paper, you will be clearly about the paper, how much work it's done, what's the all thing they have discussed in the paper, what are the variables, methodology, what they have found it, what was their limitations. So read research abstract. Next comes read research model. Once you will read research model, you will have complete knowledge about that particular research framework, theory which they are using, theoretical framework. So read these 3 things when you are reading a research paper. Next research skill we have is search and download research papers. Mostly people don't know how to search a paper. Just forget about downloading papers. It's an important thing I'm saying. They don't know how to search a research paper. If you don't know how to search a paper, then you will not be able to download a good research paper. So let's learn how you can download and search good papers. Number 1 point is you should know your domain when you are searching your research paper. For example, you are a finance student, okay? Then your domain is finance, and you should have in your mind that you will search papers related to finance. And then comes your area which you are searching on. For example, let's take finance example. Your domain is finance, but your area should be in finance, such as finance and banking, international finance, corporate finance, financial accounting, investment portfolio management, financial risk management, and so on. This will be your area. If you are a marketing student, then your domain will be marketing, and your area will be that particular subject in that marketing field. Same goes for management. If you are a management student, then your area will be in that management field. Next comes your topic. After you are clear about your domain and your area, then you will think, then do a brainstorm and search. After you have selected your domain and area, then do brainstorming about your topic. Which topic comes in your mind? Open Google Scholar, paste it, and search. You will find the topic. Next we have is variable. Then search your topic related to your variables. Very important. Without knowing your variables, you cannot find your topic. I'm repeating it. Without knowing your variables, you cannot find your variables. Keep that in your mind. How you will find your variables? Once you have selected your topic and you selected a base paper, you will find your variables from there. Read that paper. As I mentioned earlier, read its title, abstract, keywords. Very important. Keywords are the main variables used in the topic. So you should know about your variables. What are your dependent variables, independent variables, moderator or mediator? Then you can search a good paper easily. Next point we have is give me a second. Next point we have is advanced research. You can also search a paper by using this advanced research tool. How you will find this tool? This is a question which arises. If you are using Google Scholar, Taylor Francis, SciTAT, any website, okay, any website I'm saying, they provide this tool for free advanced research. This tool is basically used when you know the author name. For example, you are a marketing student and you know a famous researcher in marketing field. So let's take example of Kotler. You want to find a research paper written by Kotler. Okay, so what you will do, you to go to any website like Google Scholar, Taylor Francis, or SciTAT, or Springer Link. You will go to the advanced research option which is given next to the search bar. You will type the Kotler name and you will search papers related to it. And the results will provide you the papers, all the research work done by Mr. Kotler. That's an example how to use advanced research. Now we will move to our next research skill, which is report writing skill. Very important. If you are a researcher, you are a scholar, if you are a student, you should learn report writing skills. How you will learn? Number one, you should be perfect in writing a attractive opening statement. When you are writing your research proposal, research paper, or a thesis, you should know how to write an opening statement. How you will learn an opening statement? Read at least 10 to 15 articles. See how they have started their introduction part. Okay, then you will learn how to start a proper opening sentence. Then comes formatting, very important. When you are writing a report, you should know about the formatting. Formatting includes your number one, your page numbering, your head level of headings, which are 1, 2, 3. Which heading should be bold. When you have to use the Roman numbering, when you have to use normal numbering. Okay, it's an example when in every your thesis report or research proposal, first 5 to 7 pages are your initial pages where you use your Roman numberings, and when you start your chapter 1 or background, you start from normal numbering. And you should also know how to insert, how to make proper table of contents, tables content, and figures of tables content as well. Very important. Next we have is rephrase. You should learn how to rephrase when you are writing your report. It's very important. Without rephrasing, you cannot contain a plagiarized-free content. Keep that in your mind. Next, we have thinking skills. When you are writing your research, when you are conducting your research, your thinking skills comes into your play. You use them. Like for example, brainstorming. Very important. You should learn how to think properly. So there is first point, you can learn thinking skills from any book. Read any one book. I'm not saying to read you 100 books on thinking. Read one book on thinking skill. Then you can also watch lot of material from YouTube videos. You can find tons of material there. Then you can also find material on skill sets. And keep that in mind, thinking is one of the top skills in the world. Next we have research skill 5, research gap. How to identify research gap? Mostly people don't know. You will find research gap, number one, by identifying a gap. When you are identifying a research gap, keep these things in your mind. That forms of research gap. What are the forms of research gap? Number one, your research gap can be in the form of variable. Number two, it can be a form of relationship. Number three, it can be a form of theoretical framework. Number three is it can be in the form of a theory. Number four, it can be in the form of methodology. Number five, it can be in the form of research model. Number six, it can be in the form of sector. Number seven, it can be in the form of any country. Number eight, it can be form of any region, any market, any sector, as I mentioned. Number nine, it can be form of, you can find from the limitations of that paper, what that study failed to cover. It can be in the form of implications of your base paper or your previous study. Then it can be a form of future research suggestions, where mostly researchers, a good research paper gives you suggestions how to use this study in your benefit by adding new material, new variable, and so on. So you can identify your research gap like this. And one bonus point, read literature. Yes, from literature review you can also identify your gap. So these were the 10 to 13 which tips I give you to identify your research gap. I will try to make a detailed video on this as well in future. Next we have literature review. As I mentioned already, literature review, you can find good gap from literature review as well. Read, as literature review helps you in identifying the research done by previous researchers, what they failed to cover, what they are asking future scholars to continue to add in this research. So read literature review, okay, and identify a gap. Identify what previous research has failed to cover the topic, the variable, the methodology, and conduct your research. Next research skill is planning. Very important. When you are conducting your research, you should plan how you will conduct your research. Number one, make a work plan. You have to do this: open Excel file or Word file, make two columns, name one work plan or a topic, and on the second column write your duration. In work plan or in first section you will write, for example, the topic section is your first activity, you can say. Second, in your column, write a duration, in how many days or weeks you will take to select your topic. Just say 1 week. Okay, then comes, after your topic section comes your data collection. Then in first column write data collection, then in your second column, which is your duration, write in how many days or weeks you will collect data collection. Just take example, 1 week, another. Then comes your writing. When you will start your writing procedure, you will write your introduction, or you are starting from research proposal. Then write the number third point, research proposal, and on the right side write on your duration. You will take 2 weeks maximum to write your research proposal. Okay, I repeat. In first column write your research proposal, and in the second column of duration you will write 2 weeks. That means that you will take 2 weeks to complete your research proposal. Then after your research proposal you will write the fourth point, your research proposal viva or defense. How much time you will take? Maximum take it to 2 weeks. Okay, then comes your starting of your thesis. You will start your thesis by writing your chapter 1 introduction, then write in first column your introduction, and second in duration column write 2 weeks. Okay, I hope it's clear now. So by this way method you will complete your work plan till your final submission. Next we have is subtasks. Yes, when you are doing your research, break it into subtasks. For example, for example, you are starting your research thesis. Okay, it's a whole big journey. It contains 5 chapters. So break your research thesis into chapter wise. You will first complete your chapter 1. You will take two weeks. Then you will complete your chapter 2. You will take 3 weeks. Then you will start your chapter 3. You will take another 2 weeks. Okay, then you will start your chapter 4, which is a research chapter. You will take another 2 weeks. Then comes your final chapter. You will take 1 week. Then comes your referencing and finishing stage. Then you will take another 1 week or 2 weeks. Then comes your submission, corrections, rephrasing. You will take another 7 days or 10 days. So by like this, break your task, or I can say subtasks. Break your task into subtasks. Then you can easily and in quick time you can complete your research, and also it will help you in properly managing your time. If you are a job person, if you are a teacher, if you are not a full-time researcher but you have to do your thesis, so by this you can manage your time efficiently. Next is time allocation, very important. For example, if you are a housewife or a working person, so it's difficult for you to complete your research. What you can do? Take 1 hour daily or 2 hours maximum, allot that for your research. Whatever goes wrong, whatever is happening in the world, but what's going on ever in your life, at this particular time you will sit and do your research work. Let's take, for example, 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. night, or you can say in early morning 4 to 6 a.m. That's on you. Next we have a skill number 7, which is data collection. Most people don't know how to collect data. Most people don't know from where to collect data. Most people don't know the sources of data collection. Talking about secondary data here, or you can say also primary data. So let's see. Next, first we have is data collection method. You should be pretty sure about which data collection method you are using and why you are using. You are using primary method data or secondary data. Never mix them. Never do that. That we have mentioned, you will use primary data, but in results you are using your secondary data. That will not work for you. So you be pretty sure. When you use your primary data, when you are conducting an interview, observing people, distributing questionnaires to employees, doing employee survey, customer survey, then you will use primary data method. And when you will use secondary data method, when you are conducting a finance research, data research, want to gather some data which is already used by previous searches. You can collect secondary data from banks, okay, from websites, from already publications, from government agencies. There are so many ways you can collect secondary data. Always remember that secondary data means data which is already used, second-hand data, and primary data is the first-hand data you get. Next is data collection sources. For primary, I told you that you will collect data from face-to-face interviews. Okay, you can also download data sets from internet. I have already made a video on it. I will give its link in the description. Then comes secondary data, how you will collect data collection, or how you collect secondary data. I have already made a video on it, and I will give its link in the description as well. So we have skill number 8, data analysis, very important. For data analysis, you should know about the statistical softwares which you will be using, such as SPSS. If you are HR or marketing, mostly they use SPSS. If you are finance student, you will use SETA, eViews, AMOS. It depends on you, on your research design. Then comes, after your selection of your software, then comes the selection of your analysis techniques. Which analysis techniques you can use? So I will give you a tip. Consult your supervisor. If it's not available, then do one thing. Open your base paper, or your paper from where you have instructed your variables, paper from where you have identified your research gap. Go to its research methodology and see what software and data analysis techniques they have used. So simply use them in your research, which will help you. Next we have is references and citations management, very important tool. Most people don't know how to properly write APA style reference or MLA reference or citations properly. Most people don't know about in-text citation as well. So let's discuss here. The first point we have is MS Word. You can do your reference in MS Word. You can also do in-text citation. You can also do, I will repeat. You can do your references in your MS Word, and you can also do your in-text citations in MS Word as well, but it will be very time consuming. But how you will do in MS Word? For example, open your MS Word file, go to references option and insert one by one your references, or you can add a simple plugin. For example, you can use EndNote, Mendeley, Referman, Referworks. There are so many plugins you can use, which will help you in your MS Word to properly manage your references and in-text citations. Next comes Google Scholar. Yes, you can also copy directly your references and in-text citations from Google Scholar. What you have to do is simply copy the title of that particular paper, go to Google Scholar, paste, search, go to the inside option. When you will click inside option, it will give you 5 to 6 different referencing styles, such as MLA, APA, Chicago, etc. I have already made a video on how to use Google Scholar and make your references from there. Next comes your EndNote Mendeley, very useful. If you don't know how to install, how to use the software, you will find tons of material on internet. Okay, how to install and use them. I will recommend you to use EndNote and Mendeley, because they will help you in your references management in your research. They will also make your research very easy. Next, you can also use online citation generator and online reference generator. I have already made a video on it. I will also give its link into the description below. You can use online citations or references generator simply by copying the title of the particular paper, pasting it. It will search for you, and with one click it will fill all the boxes, and you can do one by one that just with few clicks. And once you are done, your 20 or 30 references are done, it will also help you in creating a free bibliography by exporting it to your Word file. Simple. Next, we have the last important skill, very important skill, presentation. You should know how to present your research idea, your research gap, how to defend your research, and it all happens with your practice and how good grip is your own research, how good you know your topic. Very, very important. First comes the practice point, as I mentioned. Second is research panel. You should know who is your research panel, who will be taking your thesis or research proposal defense. Next comes prepare good slides. While you are preparing your slides, you will automatically prepare your presentation. Next we have is explain your topic. You should learn how to explain your topic, because in defense the first question is asked to tell about your topic. If you fail to tell your topic or you are unable to explain your topic, then you will not be able to clear your thesis defense. It will be difficult for you. So you should learn how to explain your topic. How you will explain your topic? For example, let's take example. My topic is on green HRM practices. Okay, I am examining the impact of green HRM practices on employee performance. So how I will explain my topic? That I am in green HRM practices. I have selected 3 practices, which are green reward, green motivation, and green salary. Just take example. So I am checking the green reward impact on employee performance. What impact I am assuming is that once the green reward is increased, it will automatically put positive impact on employee performance. So green reward impact on employee performance is positive. Okay. Then green motivation impact is also on employee performance. Once employee is motivated, he will perform well. So by this way you will explain your topic. So I hope you learned in this video a lot. I tried my level best to share important skills and tools, and sorry for the mistakes in the video. So if you liked my video, then click on like button. If you didn't like my video, click on dislike button. If you haven't subscribed my channel, then please subscribe my channel and press bell button to get latest notifications. And if you want more videos on research, on books, any websites, or any topic or domain, I will try to make them, and please do comment on it. Thanks for watching.